Hi everyone, welcome to Sarah's Kitchen. We are going to make ice cream today, and you guys can somewhat see me. We're going to make I don't know why I said that. We're going to make coffee ice cream. This is the simplest recipe you guys can ever come across. It's so easy. It's all you need is to freeze it overnight, and then it becomes perfection. Now, I made this last night. I'm going to add to it. And what I did last night was I started with caramel sauce, which you put half a cup or a cup of sugar. I'm just going to add half a cup because I already have some to your dish. And you're going to melt this. You're just going to put caramel. You're going to melt the sugar and make caramel. And then you're going to add butter and heavy cream to that, and then that will become caramel sauce. And meanwhile, we're going to make the ice cream, and we are live. Sorry, my hand got in front of the camera. We're live on YouTube and Instagram, so everyone can kind of tune in. I made this last night. Instagram already had a glimpse of it, so I get to show them. But now I'm putting it on YouTube. That way we can always go back and find it. Hi, everyone. The ice cream last night was so darn delicious. I went through a couple of things that I did with it. I want to show you guys. Here's the ice cream. I put it in a pyrex. It doesn't even need to be in an ice cream machine that churns it at all. All I did was I put it in the pyrex. Some of you saw on Instagram Live, tight lid pyrex dish, and it went in the freezer. And so after I made it, I literally went back twice, and I took a fork and I kind of scraped it and mixed it around. And I want to show you guys what happened. It's completely frozen. The only thing I did at the end of the night, which was about midnight, was when I did the last churn. I added parchment paper over it. That way it doesn't get that icy feel to the top. The texture is really just perfect. The picture I put on the YouTube for this video is exactly me holding the ice cream dish like this. But it's so soft. There's no icicles over it. You guys see it. And I wanted to show you, I like to take my ice cream out with a fork. It's a crazy thing I do. I know some of you use a spoon, but look at that. It's so soft. It's so creamy. And absolutely delicious. Perfect amount of coffee. It's not too sweet. And then you have the caramel bits in there that it's all over because I turned it. And you have the caramel bits mixed up in there. You do not have to make caramel with it if you don't want to. It just adds a little crunch to it. It's kind of fun. But you don't have to at all do it. Though I do suggest you do this parchment paper, kind of push it down really well, and it keeps everything nice and sealed. And then just put the lid on it and put it back in the freezer. The next batch of ice cream I'm making, okay, there goes the caramel. We're making caramel, and I'm doing this just so YouTube can see what is happening. I'm going to put this right back in the freezer. This is totally an adult ice cream. By the way, I know my sons are going to like it. They're older. Giselle tasted it last night, but it wasn't really quite ice cream yet. So back to what we did last night. I have to put this out on YouTube. You take the regular measurement is for that pyrex of ice cream is 1 cup of sugar. You add it to your pan and you just let it do exactly what it's doing right now. 1 cup of sugar for the caramel. And once this melts, the caramel melts, the sugar melts and becomes caramel, you add 2 tablespoons of butter and 1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream, and that'll make it caramel sauce. Once that's done, you set it aside and make your ice cream. The caramel sauce will cool, and this is only if you want caramel sauce in your coffee ice cream. If you don't have to. You whip 2 cups of heavy cream to 1/2 cup of condensed milk. That's it. That is the base for your ice cream. So today I'm going to do also another video where I have these beautiful strawberries that I bought from the farmer's market, organic strawberries, and we like to wash them and cut them up. That way the kids can have it whenever they want. They just kind of pop it open and have it. You know that once you have organic strawberries, the minute you wash them, they start wilting. Well, the kids think they're gone bad. They haven't gone bad. I'm going to make strawberry ice cream in the next video. That's going to be so super, super simple. So the same process, I'm going to make ice cream, strawberry ice cream. The caramel is melting. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of butter. And that's going to bubble up. I kind of like it better in this higher dish. And 1/4 cup of heavy cream. I like to turn my heavy cream bottle. Make sure I get all the goodness out. And this baby is done. Yep. It feels heavy because that cream is so thick. It's just sitting in there against the walls. We're making our caramel sauce. There's my caramel sauce. Voila, it's done. You just kind of turn off the heat. That's it. You're done. How simple was that? I might just add a little more heavy cream to this, just because. You're not going to kill it. It's your rules, your kitchen. I'm just here to give you guidelines. You guys play around with your recipes and make it your own, by all means. I'm giving you a tutorial. And if you have harder chunks of the caramel, just tap them out. You're not going to kill it. And this is voila, finito. Look at that caramel sauce. I don't know if YouTube can see, but look at that drizzling. Do not touch it. It's so super, super, super hot. It has to sit aside and completely cool off. So that's it. That's our caramel. We're going to set this aside. And now we're going to move on to the ice cream. And I love using these plastic spatulas because the caramel doesn't get so hard on there. All right, now we're going to move on to the ice cream. You need instant coffee if you're making coffee ice cream, which is the one that I made. It's my favorite. I can never say no to coffee ice cream. And I can never say no to coffee gelato. It's just my weakness. I can taste any ice cream and enjoy it. And just leave it, walk away from the sample, but I can't with the coffee ice cream. You know, I'm a big coffee drinker, and the more bitter, the more coffee nibs it has in there, the happier I get. I don't have that much of a sweet tooth. So I get this going. 2 cups is your good starting point for that pyrex dish. 2 cups of heavy cream. You kind of start it up. Now for the coffee and in anything, I kind of like everything that's sweet to be a little savory. I always add a pinch of salt to every baking. I always do. Even if the recipe doesn't ask for it, I like to add a pinch of salt. I like to add a drizzle of lemon. I feel like it balances. It just adds a good pH balance to everything, to our body and to the food. So the whipping cream is going. And I'm not going to add the salt to the whipping cream. I'm just going to add it over in my evaporated milk, or just leave it on the side. No, I'll leave it on the side. And once this gets a little thicker, I will add half a cup of condensed milk. That's all there is in this ice cream. I can't reiterate it enough. Half a cup of condensed milk and 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. That is all. That's your base for any ice cream. Just move forward with that. Add strawberry to it, add raspberries, blueberries, chocolate chip, fresh mint, whatever you want, whatever rocks your boat. Okay, make this a little faster. And it's going to have the consistency of whipped cream, and that's when you freeze it overnight. Now I'm adding the condensed milk. And it got all over. Isn't everything better with condensed milk? A pinch of salt. And my coffee nibs. So for that size, you add 2 tablespoons of coffee, instant coffee. You don't need to dilute it. Just add it in there. It'll melt. I keep turning it lower, but I need to be going higher. We're going to look at, that's already becoming ice cream, but I want to brush down my bowl or scoop down the sides, get all that evaporated milk in here. And somebody asked, who's that in the background? That's beautiful Jasmine. You guys have her to thank for all the directions and ingredients that were added on the YouTube videos. Hope you're happy. All right. That baby is almost done. Look at it. It's almost done. Oh my God, that's so good. Oh, Jesus. Now you know my weakness. It's always ice cream. I would skip a meal anytime for some good ice cream. Anytime. Let's go a little faster. And you see the ribbons up top, like whipped cream? It's done. And let me show you guys. When your whisk looks like that, kind of like meringue, it's done. That's done. Look at that. Doesn't fall, it doesn't move. Oh my God, it's so good. So all I'm going to do is add, make sure that's not too hot, add our ice cream right on top to this previous ice cream. It's not going to do anything to it, I promise you. And just put it right back on the freezer. On the freezer. In the freezer. Now, if you guys weren't here, I'd lick this whole thing. Like that. But you're here, and I can't. All right, just scoop this out, and you'll have the coffee nibs in there. That's beautiful. That'll just melt as you add it to this. It'll just bite in time. It'll just get absorbed in the cream. Notice there's no eggs in here. It's just evaporated milk and heavy cream. For those of you that are conscious of that, in addition to being super simple and fast, and then just scoop it over. You could add more caramel over the top. I just might do that just to show you. And guess what? I have another bowl. So for the next ice cream, we're just gonna roll right into it. Now the guideline really is your own to set. Don't think about what I said. The 2 cups of heavy cream will fill up this Pyrex dish halfway. But the point being is that I am going to drizzle some of this caramel over it for you guys to see. The point being is that you, just like that, and you're gonna turn this. So this is just gonna set. Now the top portion that I just added to last night's ice cream is gonna set much quicker because it has already frozen ice cream in there. Oh my God, that caramel is so good. Holy moly. I'm gonna add the parchment paper right over the top. My dogs are walking around me. So what was I saying was that the guidelines, this is a small guideline. You guys go according to what you like. If you like it sweeter, you add more condensed milk. If you don't like it that sweet, you add less. Taste it and then go along. And always be eager to experiment with recipes. Whatever recipes you get, play around with it and make it your own. Nothing's gonna happen. It's all gonna work out. All right, lovies. Well, I hope you enjoyed that quick 17-minute tutorial on my coffee ice cream. Don't forget to give a thumbs up or comment, hit the subscribe button and the notification, and you'll be notified when I have a new video. I will come right back and do this, but for strawberry, and we'll make it from scratch. And my Instagrammers,